So, a couple things were brought to my attention. And first of all, welcome back to another episode of Tonytalk. This here will probably be more likely the, it's going to have to be the start time for a while because you son of a bitch. Before I get started, I turned on the chat room for Blog Talk Radio, BTR, but let's see. Because I'm getting private messages, I gotta shut that down. If there any nods, I'm going into admin mode, and nobody's gonna talk on here. But I got some stuff happening, so I changed the format of the show. First of all, I changed the format of the show. From now on, people will email me with requests for advice. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the requests for advice. But you leave me your area code and your number, and then I'll get to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that's gonna have to work. That's the way it's going to have to work. And that's about it. That is about all I have to say about that. So then I have you come on here, and I have you guys talk to me, and then I bring you on the air with your area code, and I talk to you about stuff. So I got a few callers. One of these callers. Just an update. I've been hearing a lot of these things about an animal named Banjo, and something, of course, to do with Pastor Ken, because everything always has to do with Pastor Ken. Something like that. So yeah, but that's the way the show's gonna be from now on. Email me with your issues, and I talk to you. You guys send me some emails. We go through them. Then I have other callers call in. The caller that has emailed me, this is the new thing. The caller that has emailed me, you will come on the air, you will sit on the air with me, and we will discuss your problem, and that's it. That is it. But I did have an email that I do want to address to people real quick, especially for the people in the Salami Brigade, okay? Received an email from a Chris Rocker, and he said to me, the subject was, please help your fans. Please help your fans. And then I'll get into the other stuff about the Banjo. What is Banjo? What was he, a raccoon or something? Something to do with that dead raccoon. We'll talk about it in a minute. But here's something that's going on in the Blog Talk Radio room that I want to make everybody aware. Not Blog Talk Radio, Discord. I want everybody to be aware of this happening. Dear Uncle Tony, your fans need your help. A certain feathered indigent, well, we all know who that is, has taken over your Discord room and abusing his admin privileges. Several of us have been forced to send dick pics on a weekly basis to Johnny Longfeather in order to stay in the Salami Brigade room. We have been threatened with being shortlisted, created, or even banned for not providing pictures. Most of us are too embarrassed and ashamed to talk about it. But I know Cobra Jeff, Okie from Appalachia, and internet friends have talked about how disgusting they feel after posing in the mirror and snapping a photo to satisfy Johnny's perverted wishes. Please help us, Uncle T, to stop this creep from lusting over our godly bitch. Please don't mention my name used in Discord. Just call me a cat with no name. I'm sorry if I did that. I apologize. I didn't read the last part of the emails. I just kind of go for broke. And I'm sorry for that. And Longfeather, don't go calling Sparkles an asshole. All right, mind your business. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's raining outside right now. It sounds so nice. If I didn't have to shower, I would go outside and sit in the rain, and that's what I do. I sit in the rain, ponder. I just think about things, Like that lovely woman, what's her name? She said, be one with nature, Tony. You know what I mean? She said, and she'd always talk about how nice nature is and being outside. I would go outside and I would sit in the rain. I did not say sit in the rain, Longfeather. I said sit in the rain, which is something I would like to do. Sit in the rain. Sit, not sit in the rain. You son of a bitch. And no, I did not say sit in the rain. Anyway, I go in the rain to sit down, and I just think to myself. That's all I do. Just think about how life is, the way things used to be, the way things could have been, should have been. Mississippi Mike asked me, do I think about the sides? I think about girls that I have loved. And, my life is like a Meatloaf song. You know what I'm saying? There's a song by Meatloaf. I was actually going to sing it, but I retired from singing because people were very jealous of me. But There's a song in the called "Objects in the Rearview Mirror Appear Closer Than They Are," and it's actually a verse in there. I'll sing the verse. I'll sing the verse. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing the verse. So, there's a part where it goes, there was a beauty living on the edge of town. She always put the top up and the hammer down. And she taught me everything I'll ever know about the mystery and the muscle of love. The stars would glimmer and the moon would glow. I'm in the backseat with my Julie like a Romeo. And the signs along the highway all said caution, kids at play. Those were the rites of spring and we did everything. There was salvation every night. We got our dreams reborn and our upholstery torn, but everything we tried was. And this is my favorite part right here. She used her body just like a bandage. She used my body just like a wound. I'll probably never know where she disappeared, but I can see her rising up out of the back seat, now just like an angel rising up from a tomb. That's good. It was good. No, it's not Sal singing. Sal doesn't sing. Sal talks. Sal talks. Oh. Well, thank you, Mike Hunt. I appreciate that. It's just the way it is. I've had many women. Many, many, many women. And I sometimes think of them. That's what I do. Mississippi Mike, yes, there is one that I do miss the most. She ended up being a bitch. And now we're going to go on to the emails. I feel like I spoke too much. And I also received an email from Tony Furtado Fox, gmail.com. He will be having Ken call in tonight. So there's a number that I want to get going. There's a fellow by the name of Jack Hoff. He emailed me. And apparently Jack said to me, here's his email, because I'm going to be bringing Jack on. I'm going to be bringing Jack Hoff on the air. I will be bringing Jack Hoff on the air. And he will be talking to me. This was his email. Hi, Tony. I've been a long time listener and I need your help. You see, I'm a transgender man who has fallen in love with one of your callers. Of course, it goes back to the dirty son of a bitch, Johnny Longfeather. And I have been talking for a few months now, and I would like some advice on how to ask him to leave his wife. What a sick bitch. Not you, Jack Hoff. That son of a bitch, Johnny Longfeather. He has been a closet homosexual for very long, but will not admit it. Please, Tony, you're my last hope, as I want to be a family with Johnny. Will not leave his wife. You know what, Johnny? I'm tired of your garbage. I'm tired of your bull, Johnny. So I'm going to be bringing Jack Hoff on the air, and he's going to talk from his area code. I'm going to pull it up here. You're a son of a bitch. You're demanding people to do homosexual stuff, and it's disgusting. And Jack is not on the air. The area code that he sent me is not there. It's not there. So guess what, Jack? I can't help you. Well, there it is, Jack. If you call in later, we'll figure it out. If anybody else has had any problems with somebody being in love and them being, they're married, maybe you should go turn and try to find something else. But anyway, I'm going to pick up the calls. We're going to get to the calls now. And remember, this was supposed to be the new format, but apparently Jack doesn't want to call in. Jack, your area code is not there. You wasted my time. Thank you for not calling. That's a very son of a bitch thing you did. Anyway, I'm going to go to the calls now. 56, what do you hear? What do you say? Welcome to Tonytalk. And if anybody wants to call in, the number is 267-521-0181. Again, 267-521-0181. Press 1 to speak to me. Uncle Sarge. 6, what do you hear? What do you say?
Yes, hi. I have a lot of problems, actually, Mr. Tonytalk. Tonytalk, this is Barry with Barry's Flower Shop and Pottery Works. Oh, my goodness, Tony. I want to thank you for the merchandise that I received. Actually, I want to thank Tony's Toilet sent me a bunch of merchandise to my flower shop to help me continue to keep my business open.
Toilet is not going to send merchandise. It's a toilet. Toilets don't do it.
Well, I found it. I mean, I got it from a guy named Tony's Toilet. So I guess it is your toilet. But I also received some stuff from Ken Fishman. I received, we got in 2 boxes of Tonytalk bobbleheads, which I really, really like. That they sell like hotcakes, actually. I'm selling them for $29.95 a piece. in my flower shop.
Okay,
Again,
okay.
Barry's Flower
Listen to me.
Shop.
Listen to me. I don't want to scream.
What?
I don't want to scream at you.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
What?
You. I said thank you, Tony Talk.
You're welcome, Barry Talk. How'd you like if I called you Barry Talk? Would you like that?
Well, your name is Tony Talk, right?
No, it's not. The name of the show is Tony Talk. My name is not Tony Talk. My name is Tony Gaga. Call me Tony G. Call me the G man. Call me the guy that hits the G spot. Okay? Call me any of those things. It's true.
Okay.
That's why they call me the G man.
So listen, Tony, I was hoping I could get some more merchandise from you because, I mean, it is really helping me to thrive as a business. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been doing this a long time. You know, I was your first advertiser. Every time I call you, I tell you that. You remember I was your very first advertiser over 2 years ago when you started your show. It was great, and then you got mad at me and told me to go fuck myself many times. Don't know why.
Well, because you said I'm a bitch, and you're selling my merchandise. But you know what? I'm feeling. Oh God, excuse me.
Oh God, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh God, oh my God. Jesus, that sounded terrible. Did you fart talk?
I was drinking carbonated beverages, seltzer water, and I almost threw up.
Oh. Okay, so I also called because I have a little bit of a problem, and I would like to talk to you about it.
Hang on. Just talk. Okay, I'm going to put the microphone on mute because I have to cough, but just talk, okay? I'm listening, and then I'm going to probably hang up on you because you pissed me off. Just talk already.
I have a secret admirer that I'm very much in love with, and he doesn't know this, okay? So I'm going to be upfront with you, Tony. Tony, I'm in love with you, Tony. I'm in love with you. I'm obsessed with you. I got to have you in my flower shop. I want to lay you down on a bed of flowers. Fuck the shit out of you, Tony. Talk.
Okay, no. You will not be laying me down on flowers. You will not be fucking... you will not be doing that to me.
In the ass, please. Okay. I would give you $100 if you would do it. If you'd let me do it for you.
I'm not a prostitute, number one. I'm not a male prostitute. Mississippi Mike, this is not a sexy conversation. And Barry, this is not the I want to fuck you channel, okay? This isn't the I want gay sex radio show. You want gay sex, you go to Johnny Longfeather's casino, and he does weird things there, okay? But you sell merchandise. I'm flattered. I'm flattered.
Yes, I love you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Tony Talk, sir. I want to shove my cock so far down your throat.
Okay, Barry, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not about shoving penises in my... I'm not gay. I don't suck dick. I don't get fucked by dicks. I do not put my dick inside men's assholes. I do not put my dick inside men's mouths. I don't do any of that stuff. I mean, don't call my show number. Don't call my show number. Don't sell my merchandise. I am not interested in you. I am going to respectfully decline your advances, Barry.
Oh, please. Okay. All right. You know, I'm sorry. I get out of hand sometimes when I talk to you. I just do. But I want to thank Tony's Toilet again.
You were fine.
For sending Tony's Toilet.
You were fine until you said you wanted to fuck me.
Can't voice. When you sing, like you just sang, when you sing, oh my God. It's like angels in heaven, and I just want to. God, I just want to so bad right now.
Okay. Good night, Barry. Good night, Barry.
Oh my God.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Because I'm talking to a legend. I'm talking to Tony Talk. Look, Tony's Toilet. If you're listening, thank you for the merchandise. Ken Fishman, thank you for the merchandise. I'm going to let you get to some other callers, Tony, but I just want you to know how I feel about you.
Good night, Barry. Okay, if you're in love with me, you have a crush on me, like when Isabella called, okay? Oh, I feel so sick. I don't know if this water's not good for me. You cannot call in here and say that you want to fuck me in the asshole. You can't do it. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Please hold on a second. Please hold on a second. It wasn't a fart. It was a burp. Please hold on. I don't feel. I'm back. I apologize for that. Sorry, just please bear with me. Too far. What do you hear? What do you say? Too far.
It's the rise of Ghostler now! It's the rise of Ghostler!
So, Yeah, I know. I'll address the rumors right now, okay? I'm going to address the rumors because I know I'm going to get a bunch of ghost people calling in. Ghost has reached out to me. He's probably using a fake name by the name of Jason. And he actually, oh, his name is Jason, okay. He wanted he had reached out to me and asked if he would do a show where he would actually pay me to come on the air and sit on one of his shows. Excuse me, I'm really sorry about that. He wants me to, no, it wasn't a shot. He wants me to do a show with him, an all-night show where we do a show together because I don't know, and then you guys pay a certain amount, something like that. I don't know. So yeah, I'm Mike. I'm not doing a show with him. Those are the rumors that are going around. I'm supposed to be working with Ghost. People have accused me of being Ghost, but I'm hearing Ghost actually went ahead and he has doxed people and all this other stuff, and I want nothing to do with it. Want nothing to do with it. So I have good fans, I have good friends, and that's it. Also, I want to bring something up real quick, something dirty that was brought to my attention 2 weeks ago. But do you know one of my former enforcers, Mad Mark? If you're listening, Mark, I'm very, very disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you because you have a whole private VIP room at the casino with Johnny Longfeather, who you're friends with, where you have a room called Mad Mark's Blowjob Room, and that's disgusting, and I don't think you should have anything to do with Johnny Longfeather. Mad Mark, get out of there. Get out of there and don't do the blowjob rooms. It's disgusting, and Johnny Longfeather's gonna fucking ruin your life. Just like he ruins everybody else's life. Now I'll go back to the calls. 269. What do you hear? What do you say? 9. And can someone please tell me who the fuck Banjo is? Because I'm getting a lot of emails with that. Go ahead, 269.
Hey, Uncle T, this is Mississippi Mike. How are you?
Mississippi, baby. What's going on there? Even though I yell at you sometimes because you're going to be a son of a bitch. But go ahead.
Well, I want to, before I get into my email that I sent you earlier, I do want to tell you who Banjo is. And it's going to be a little bit nasty. So Banjo is a raccoon that belonged to Grover, who was one of my close associates before he scammed me down here in Texas and Mississippi. But Grover carried that thing around with him, and he went to Pastor Ken's anal bash party, and the thing apparently got scared, and its natural instinct is to crawl in the cavern. Climbed into Pastor Ken's rectal passage, and they had to take him to the hospital, and Kenny had done a lot of drugs, and he didn't remember this happening, but it actually did, and they removed Banjo, but unfortunately, I believe Banjo had passed away due to lack of oxygen.
You know what? I'm tired of this. Fatata, you are in my chat room. Hold on a second there, Mississippi. Don't worry, Kossoff. I'm going to be bringing you on. I know your area code, Doug. If I see you in there, I'll bring you on. Tony Fatata, I would like for you to please, can you please call in and just, because I'm hearing stupid rumors. Excuse me, I would like for you to call in, please. Tony Fatata.
I hope he calls in because I've heard this from many, sorry, I just burped like you did. I had a carbonated beverage too. But I've heard many of corroborating infos that Banjo was suffocated in the ass of Mr. Mary Lou Fishman. And I think it's just terrible. PETA should be called on him. I know the rabbit went, not the rabbit, I know the animal went in there on his own accord, but also it was his fault for putting on such a disgusting party. But anyways, can I get some advice about my email that I sent you over?
What is the email? What was it, Mississippi?
I worked on an oil rig for about 6 months in the Gulf after leaving Ram Ranch in Dallas because it wasn't for me. And I made a lot of money, but when I came back, my estranged wife, who I wanted to set things back up with, well, she got into horse gambling, and I gambled away a lot of my prized possessions. And, She gambled away my watch. She gambled away a signed picture of you that I bought from Barry's Flower Shop. She gambled away one of my, this is going to sound weird, but I had a favorite cock ring she gambled away too. And when I told her, I went over there and I said, hey, why are you gambling my stuff away? And she said, I thought you were gay, and basically threatened to walk out on me, but I don't know what to do. I love this woman, and she's giving away so much of my stuff.
And we can do is, I mean, you can take her to court. I mean,
I might take her to court, but that won't replace the fact that she invited this dude over, this nasty, muscular dude, and I had some pasta sauce. It was called Uncle T's pasta sauce. Pasta's so good you could dip it in your balls. You taste it in your balls. Yeah, it has your face on it, and you're squatting over a jug, and you got your balls dipped in, and you're like, look at it, and it says, good, and then it has out on top of it.
Okay, that is not mine, and you are a son of a bitch for endorsing it. And don't call my show no more, Mississippi Mike. You're being a son of a bitch. I said don't be a son of a bitch. And now you're being a son of a bitch. And Tony's toilet's laughing. You son of a bitch. Take your head and drown yourself in the toilet that pretends that it's mine.
Upset, Tony, baby. I love you.
Don't call me Tony, baby. No, you are not Mississippi Mike, baby, anymore. You are not Mississippi, baby. You have been demoted. Do not call my show no more. Goodbye.
Tony,
You son of a bitch. Okay. And I couldn't hang up. I missed. Fucking asshole. Okay. There is no pasta. There is no pasta. Sauce, no, nothing. Okay? Nothing like that. Okay? Nothing. The advice show. Call in for advice. You want to break balls? You call into the ball breaking show. The party's over. You understand? The party is over. Party's over. Forward, what do you say?
Hey, Hammond, where's my Colt 45 at? Hello?
Donnie, baby. Donnie, baby. Good. Finally, someone decent that's not a son of a bitch.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Listen, I'm a little intoxicated. The show started later tonight, and I sometimes like to drink on Sunday nights. Helps me sleep and whatnot. So I got a bottle of Colt 45, my favorite malt liquor right here. I've got a couple of chicken wings. Yeah, man, I'm just laying back in the cut like an infection, brother. But listen. That last motherfucker that called the show, I think his name was Michelin Mike or some shit like that. That motherfucker don't know what he's talking about, Tony. Listen, I talked to Grover. I'm in concert with Dr. Peter Paul Ventura. I've been, conversating with both of those brothers. And he said, this dude that just called, he said, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he said multiple times that Grover's pet raccoon, Banjo, is deceased. Is that correct? Because I just got a call from Grover, distraught over this man's phone call. Is that true? Did he say that? Okay, I would like to clear the air publicly on the show right now and let everybody know that is in fact false news. Banjo is not deceased. He did not suffocate in Ken's asshole. That is not true. The raccoon was safely removed from Kenny's asshole at the veterinary clinic. Now the problem is, and I have asked Pastor Peter Paul, Dr. Peter Paul, if you will, and also Dr. Grover to call into the show as well, because I would like them to shed light on this. But my main point is that Banjo is not deceased. Grover, if you're listening to me, I've reached out to people that I know in that area. Dr. Peter Paul's done the same. Banjo is not deceased. He is at one of the locations, one of the animal hospitals, or possibly a shelter. So I just want Grover to know. I know he was hovering around the train tracks and contemplating life, and I want Grover to know, brother, it's okay. He's not gone. Your best friend is still alive. He's still with us. We just got to find him, brother. We're going to find him. So I wanted to call in. I heard that call from the Michelin man or whatever his name is, and I was upset because it's not true. It's just not true. And so I'm hoping that Grover will call in from his 210, or Dr. Peter Paul will call in and shed some more light on this situation. But I would just like to say that what happened is true. The raccoon, Banjo, did burrow himself in Kenneth's asshole. That is true. That happened at the anal bash on Audash.
You know, there was lots of tomfoolery going on. We got into it on the show last week. Kenny was unable to do his show for a few days because of the raccoon being burrowed in his asshole. But now he's out. He's free.
How is a raccoon getting burrowed in his asshole? I don't understand this.
Well, here's the thing. I've done some research on this in the past week, and I called into Kenneth's show and actually shared this with him, that a man's anus normally can stretch up to 7 inches. Okay, but Kenneth's anus, due to all the intense experience that it's had and stretching and whatnot, it can probably expand to at least 10 to 12 inches. And then a raccoon can burrow in to something as small as 4 inches. So in theory, Kenny could fit 3 raccoons in his asshole. So what happened was Banjo was seeking the warmth. He was seeking warmth and darkness. Tony, you a nasty motherfucker. You a nasty motherfucker.
What
you burping in the phone. You don't even mute yourself. You gonna mute yourself when Barry's on the phone. When the nigga's on the phone, you ain't burp. You just gonna burp. You just gonna throw up in my ear.
Donnie,
you have no respect. You have no respect for me. You have no respect for my people. And goddamn it, I'm fed up, Tony. You gonna burp while I'm trying to preach on this line. You mute yourself. You understand me?
I turned my head.
You need to mute yourself, you idiot. Listen. Let me get back to what I'm trying to. Now I'm all discombobulated. Tony, you know what? I'm so tired of you, man. Why can't you just? You gotta.
Donnie.
Damn it, Tony. Is Grover on the line? Is anyone else on the line?
I don't know. What is Grover's area code again? All right. 10's here. 10's here right now.
Over?
Hang on a second. 10, what do you hear? What do you say? Go ahead, 10.
Tonytalk fans, beware. For Ghost, the electric Jew never sleeps.
What is this bullshit?
I wanna be in the inner circle.
What the fuck? Okay.
You get infiltrated by homosexuals again. I don't know what's going on with you, Tony, but listen.
It's Ghost. It's Ghost.
Oh, yeah. Well, autistic homosexuals. I'm sorry. But listen,
who listens to that guy? I don't even understand.
Listen,
210. Sure, I got the wrong 210. I mean, 210. What do you hear? What do you say?
Oh, praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. There he is. Grover, you okay, brother?
I've been feeling so bad. I've been missing my banjo. My banjo's been gone since Sunday. Last weekend, and he disappeared at the anal arm bash on the Pastor Ken's anal party, and he disappeared, and I've been so broken up over this, I just don't know what to do.
Tony, you know that Grover, listen to how much of a pastor Ken is. Grover actually called in to Kenny's show and reached out to him. He was so upset and distraught. And you know what Kenny did? You know the godly Ken, Pastor Ken did? He hung up on Grover and banned him from the show.
He muted me. He didn't want to hear my story.
First off, condolences for losing.
No, he's not dead. He ain't dead.
Well, he's back. Okay. Well, it's good that he's back.
We just don't know where he is. We don't know where he is. We got to locate him, brother.
So
He's missing.
This is what I don't get about Ken. It's a pastor show. And you're asking a pastor for help, but he doesn't help you. Who does he talk to? He has a call-in show. Does he take calls? What is he supposed to do? I don't understand.
Well, he tells people to fuck off. He says "fuck you" and hangs up. Then he brings on Doug and he fillets him for at least 45 minutes.
At minimum, a 45-minute fellatio on the phone.
45 minutes of Doug?
Doug, they phone fuck. They phone fucking for 45 minutes at minimum, brother. And listen, here's one other thing that people don't know that's not out in the public. When Higgins was going through his tough time, he called Pastor Ken as well and also got hung up on. And that is the late Joshua Higgins. May he rest in peace. So Kenny is a steaming pile of shit. I mean, not even just an old. He's a steaming pile of shit, this guy.
Excuse me.
The brother has no empathy. No empathy at all. I mean, listen, how can a man that's living in sin with another man and a little boy, how can that be a godly man when he's still married to a woman? He's still married to a woman, but he living with a man and a little boy. And they also have a cat who I bet has seen more than most men in wars have seen.
That's true. He's got homeless men coming in and out the front door there on R-Lane. That little boy, I think you're referring to Victor. He's a youngin', and he's in that house. It's full of anal and blow jobs and the butt fucking and the ram ranching and people going up the old poop chute, whatever you want to call it. The anal, you know what I mean, when you put the penis in the rectum, right? You understand that?
Yeah, I got it, brother.
I wish I didn't understand that.
It's in the butt region. There's supposed to be a point of exit, but in that house, it's a point of entry.
You know what? I got a 210 here that's calling in. I got two 210s. Hang on a second. Let me answer this. This might be Ken. Hang on. To stop the rumors, hang on. 210, what do you hear? What do you say? Okay, so apparently it was a group of children who...
It was another group of retarded ghost fans. They're all very, very retarded and transsexual. Amen.
Here's another 210. 210, what do you hear? What do you say? Okay. Hello?
Okay. What?
Is this...
Indeed is...
Don't know. Caller, can you... Hello?
Okay.
I don't know.
That sounds like Kenny.
Hello?
Okay.
Who's making that noise?
That was Kenny, man. Kenny was beating off on the show.
Ken, it needs to stop right now. Hello?
Okay.
Ken, I hear your voice. I know that's you.
I think I might throw up.
Relapse. He's going back to the booze.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Hello? He hung up.
Lord have mercy. That man is ungodly.
That sounded like Ken Fishman.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
That was Pastor Ken. He jerking off live on your show, Tony. That's very disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard him jerking off on the radio when he's doing a sermon. He goes on to Google's and he opens up a sermon and starts reading it, and you can hear him slowly masturbate at the same time.
You know what, you son of a bitch? Kossoff, what is your fucking number? I'm tired of you. I'm going to bring you on the air right the fuck now. I'm tired of your shit, Kossoff. I'm tired of your shit. What is your area code? Come on, fucking tough guy. Come on. What's your area code? He wants to be a piece of garbage.
I'm wondering where Dr. Peter Paul is. Is he in the queue?
I don't know. I don't know. He calls from different numbers all the time.
Yeah, I think he's relocated, so I know he was in the process of getting a new phone. He was in Imperial Beach, and now he's in Terryville, Connecticut. I'm not sure what a Connecticut number is, but you know, the thing about Dr. Peter Paul Ventura is he is very open about everything. I mean, he's very open about, you know, holding the blade to the babysitter's throat multiple times in a wooded area. So you know you are always going to get the truth with him. He's been incarcerated. He has penetrated he's penetrated Joseph Gibson. Joseph has filleted him. He's let all these things be known. And the thing I respect about Dr. Peter Paul doesn't hold him back from what he's trying to presently do. He was on Pastor Kenny's show trying to help Doug, of all people, get over his emotional distress and whatnot, but Doug hung up and ran away. So Pastor Peter Paul Ventura is a very good man. He's a very godly man.
Donnie, do you know his number? Can you text me his number and I'll bring him on? I don't want to get him in trouble and get his number out there because I know he's a celebrity now and stuff.
You want Peter Paul? Because I don't have Douglas's number. I don't have his number. But I do have. I think I could find Peter Paul's number. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that for you.
Hold on a second. Here's Pussy Boy. Hang on. You find Peter Paul's number. Here's Pussy Boy calling in. Go ahead. You wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
And that's all he gets. Bye, bitch. Okay, go ahead. Continue on with the show.
That might be the best call that Doug's ever made. Congratulations. You know, I'm gonna clap for that. I'm gonna clap. That was a beautiful call by Doug. Great call. Doug, keep up the good work, brother. Your best call yet.
Yeah, I mean, if Ken's gonna sit there and you know, pretty much fucking worship him over the phone, 45 minutes, I can't take 45 seconds of Doug. There he is.
Well,
as soon as I hear... Oh.
Tony, you know they they do I think they do circle jerk, FaceTime, when you can like see each other on video, and Doug, and they pump off to each other. Like Kenny will say okay, and Doug will jerk off to it, and then like Doug has a little baby raccoon that he likes to shove up his ass. It's very ungodly, but Kenny is into some weird shit. We've all known that, and so those two are kind of two peas in a pod. You know what I mean? They're very gay for each other. It shows on the air. Kenny always brings Doug on because he loves to verbally fillet him on the show, and I expect that to continue for the foreseeable future, brother.
That's disgusting.
What about my banjo? Why are we talking about this circle jerk? We don't talk about the banjo.
Let me talk to him, Tony. Grover, listen to me, brother. We are going to find Banjo. We are going to free Banjo from wherever he is. He is obviously out there somewhere. We are going to find him and bring him home to his rightful owner, you, brother. And you're going to be reunited with him. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful.
I bet he's on the R-lane. He's on the R-lane there with the 210 area code and the 267, and then the rest is, I'm not going to say the last number, but it was, that is... It was the midway point of the American Civil War, I'll just say that year, the middle of the American Civil War.
Grover, that is an interesting theory that I haven't thought about, brother. You might be right. They might have Banjo... Still, they might have him at R-Lane right now. They could be holding him for ransom.
Tony Furtada in the Blog Talk Radio room just said that Banjo is roadkill and he was hit by a train.
Lord, I don't think that's true. I think that's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit. I need to see proof. You need to show. I want proof of life or proof of death, motherfucker. You can't just come on and say that about another man's best friend. Oh, he gonna. Lord have mercy.
Can
please,
you call in?
Can I say a prayer for Grover real quick? Dear Lord, will you please place your God and loving hands on Grover and allow him to get through this situation with the grace and dignity of a true, wonderful man that served in the military, and guide him back to his emotional health, and guide his brother and his best friend, Banjo, back to his loving arms. Amen. God bless you. Praise be.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So I don't know. I maybe Kent does prayers and stuff like that.
He's more of a real pastor than Ken.
Oh, amen. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's just.
Well, maybe there's some other callers, brother.
Wait, here's another caller right here. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Okay, bye, Doug. I just wanted to hang up on Doug.
That sounded like Mrs. Longfeather. Or was that Ashley?
No, it's Doug.
Ashley calls in and says, hi. I'm calling to say hi.
I guess Ken won't call in. Every time Ken calls in, he just makes jerk-off noises. But I'm going to take some more calls. Thank you guys for calling in. I hope Banjo's okay.
Amen, brother. Thank you for letting me come on and reach out to Grover. Grover, hang in there, brother. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, thanks a lot. I don't know what I do without that Banjo. The raccoon, he's a pet of mine. He follows me around. He's like my shadow. Me and my shadow. I forgot the rest, but you know what I mean.
Just give him the strength, Lord. Give him the strength. All right, Tony. Have a good night, brother.
You too.
I wanted to ask you one quick question, Tony. How's the exercise going, brother? I know you fell off the bike last week. Have you picked back up on that, or?
I'm fine. I hurt myself, but I'm fine.
I know, but I'm asking you, are you still trying to exercise to work off some of them? Maybe celebrity trainer Michael Hunt can call in, Mike Hunt, and help you out with some tips or something, brother, because I know you've been trying to lose that weight for about 3 years, brother. I know, and it's really tough for you. I mean, are you trying anything new? You mixing up the diet or whatnot?
You know what I did? So I started measuring my calories, and I started training in Muay Thai.
Don't you need flexibility for that, though? A little bit of flexibility?
I I don't do the high kicks, but I do the low kicks. And I have to take about a couple weeks off because I hurt myself. I stubbed my toe on one of the guy's shin bones. I guess they don't kick with their feet; they kick with their shins. So I was kicking with my feet, and I hurt it. It was something that Kent Harper suggested I try because he said he was an expert at it, and that's what he used to fight Ken when they had a fist fight that time.
Oh, yeah, he liked the ridge hand, too. Kent likes to use the ridge hand. I think he used that on Kenny one time when Kenny brought him a bad cup of coffee, and he put Kenny down with that ridge hand. I'm glad to hear that you're staying on top of your weight during the quarantine, brother. I do think a celebrity trainer, Michael Hunt, is going to call in with some tips, maybe a few other calls, brother. Hopefully they'll get on. But thank you for your time tonight and for helping my brother Grover through a trying time. If Ken Fishman is listening to this, fuck you, Kenny, lying motherfucker. Kiss my ass. DC2.
Oh. That was DC2, everybody. And here I am in the chat room again. Tony Furtado. Amen, Koff. You scared them. Might speak the truth. Kossoff, you do not want me to pick up the phone and have a conversation with you because it will not be a good conversation. You will cry yourself to sleep tonight. You will reconsider every choice you ever made in your fucking life. And you coming on here would not be very healthy for you. You understand? You can't spell matter, right? You spelled M-A-D-D-R. You have a problem. You know what? I'll bite. Go ahead. What do you have to say that I'm so afraid of? What do you have to say?
I have big fingers, so I mistype a lot.
Understand?
Chump ass.
You understand?
Just a chump ass.
You're not funny.
I'm
don't know what you're saying.
Your shit, man.
Shit face. You haven't
mute me now.
done anything
mute
in your
me now.
life. This isn't Ken's show. This isn't Ken's show.
Tony.
This
I know
isn't Ken's show. It's not.
No, it's not. You're so smart. You are a very smart guy.
You have been offered help by many people. You have been offered help by many.
I've been helped. Yeah.
No, you're not helped. You're not helped.
Yeah, people helped me out. You don't want to deal with it, that's fine with me.
You don't even know what you're saying right now. What you're saying, what you
I
mean
know what
to
I'm
say.
saying.
No,
you don't know
don't.
what you're saying.
That's something
this raccoon's calling in and out of my ass. Oh, I'm DC2. I'm so funny.
DC2 didn't say
your show's so great. Yeah, your show is so great.
So dilapidated. Doug, if you were a shirt, you would be on the clearance section. Get the fuck out of here. You're a waste of space and time. Good night. Jesus. Here's what I gotta say. Okay, I'm gonna go into a little diatribe here. It's gonna be something important. Okay, it's gonna be important, very important. Please just listen. Just. I am sick, of morons. There are some people out there that are dumb, and then there are people out there that are dumb, but they bother everybody around them. It's okay if you're a complete shitbag and you're miserable and you go to work and you come home, or you go, and you don't poison anybody. It's okay to do that. It's okay to maybe, bring a couple people down with you to your level and then they become miserable with you. But when you call into a radio show or you think that you know better than everybody and you're just pathetic and you're crying for attention, then it's time to reevaluate your life. It's time to sit there and say, all I'm good for is racial comments on Blog Talk Radio. All I'm good for are horrible, boring calls that I serve no purpose. At one point in time, you have to maybe not give up and hurt yourself or exit the life. But at that point, it's time to really take a step back and say, I'm a fucking asshole. There's got to be a point in time where you sit back and say, I am a fucking asshole, and that's all I do is annoy people. That's what you're doing, Doug. You annoy people. Yeah, you're an asshole, but you're not a good type of asshole. This guy's an asshole, that guy's an asshole. No, you're not an asshole like that. You're a useless asshole. You are useless. You're a bit more useless than tits on a bull. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then he says, so is your dead mother. That's him being pathetic enough to try to upset me because he's so pissed off at me right now that I didn't give him the time of day. Isn't that right? You're upset that I didn't give you the time of day, you loudmouth bolstering piece of shit? Is that what happened?
I didn't say nothing about your mother.
That's not you
You're
in the
a
chat
liar.
room.
You're a
That's not you in
lying
the
bully.
chat
You're
room.
just
There's
a
two
lying
people.
bully. You're in jail.
So there it is. Yeah? Yeah, he's drunk raging. He's saying that me and J-Bo are a bully. J-Bo reached out to him and tried to help him with his alcoholism. Then he drunk text J-Bo a bunch of bullshit, and that's what happened with that. Whatever. 7-8. I'm going to move on to people that are worth my fucking time, not you. 7-8. What do you hear? What do you say?
Tony, baby, do you hear me?
There it is. There's my new friend. We used to have differences, but there he is. It's Jesco Baby, and Jesco Baby knows how to talk on the radio. He knows what's good for the radio and what's not good. He's changed his ways. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesco Baby.
Well, thank you very much, Tony, baby. I tell you what, that was a work of art the way you worked over Doug. He's really to be pitied. You know what I mean? And I know there's probably a lot of people that would like to call in and call Doug a fag or a fucking nigger or something like that, but we're not going to do that on this show, right? You know, he acts like a Jew, you know what I mean, or a typo. We're not going to do that. We don't condone that on this show here. So
that's right.
We're not going to do that. But anyways, I love the way you worked him over. He definitely deserves it, and I wish there was something we could do to draw him out. I think that would be a big blessing. And you know what? He might end up being a friend, you know, everybody's friend in the long run if he could get drawn out. I thought you and J-Bo was making some progress with him, and I thought it was going to be a big miracle, and we're all going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but I guess not.
No, there's no helping him. And he keeps calling into the show, trying to reach me on the 818 number. And I just keep hanging up on him. That's all I'm doing, Jessica. I'm just hanging up on him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you can do with that. I mean, I don't know what you can do with that. You know, you can only help somebody who wants to help themselves. And as a matter of fact, I'd rather listen to damn Joe Gibson drone on and on than Doug. So.
Well, Joe Gibson actually makes. I mean, Joe Gibson's a lunatic, but Joe Gibson I can have a conversation with. I can't have a conversation with Doug. I've had more interesting conversations with my balls when I was washing them than Doug. And then he's writing in the chat room. He wants me to bring him on the air, but he's writing in the chat room. He's saying niggers, okay? He's saying that word, and I don't want him on here.
Right.
Yeah. You can't say those words.
He just doesn't get it, man. He just doesn't get. He can't get with the program. I just don't understand that. Why he wants to. You know, I just don't get it. You know. Whatever. But I like the way you handled them, Tony. That was really magnificent. I mean, you really have a way with cult ones.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And now he's writing stuff, bad things in the chat room again. But we all ignore him. He might be a little retarded.
I think there's like a little I think there's like some sort of romance between Doug and Tony F. because they seem to be really tight. I mean, like unusually tight relationship. So I think there's something going on there, you know, with this smoker's fire.
Well, I heard that the party, the one where Banjo got lost, because Grover called me and then Tom was on the phone and all that other stuff. I know that Doug was seen having sex with Dewey, the guy from Australia, and then he was, I guess he gave Tony Furtado a blowjob because he was drunk. He says he was drunk, but everyone's like, no. He was sober, but then he gave him a blowjob.
Wow. Yeah, that's, that kind of corroborates however that word said, what I heard. So, I think that's not good. Not good,
No,
Dougie.
Just stop going around getting drunk and blowing people, and maybe people have more respect for you.
Yeah. So, I guess, and Ken and Doug, apparently they get on Skype and, you know, show their privates off to each other and finger themselves and yak off and everything. Gross.
It's just disgusting. But I'm going to take some more calls before my show ends, Jesco. Thank you so much for calling in and explaining to these morons the things you cannot say on the radio. Thank you so much.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Jesco. Have a good night. You see that? You see that? Jesco and I never got along. I didn't like Jesco. His name was not Jesco Baby. His name was Jesco Son of a Bitch. And, now he's not Jesco Son of a Bitch. And he understands now. He'll tell you. You can't say things on the radio and like things that Douglas is saying there. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'll go to bed. More cars here. Hey, listen, I said I was going to go 90 minutes. I'm going 90 minutes. Fine. What do you hear? Get down, Sarkos. Hang on a second. Down. Don't make me get up off this chair. Don't make me get off this chair. Last time I got up off this chair, don't scratch me. Get down. Get down. Get down. You're not getting treat trader. Don't swat at me. Don't swat at me. You want to be fresh? I got the spray bottle. Okay, you want your spray bottle? All right, it's not funny. It's not funny. Get out of here. What do you hear? What do you say? Go ahead, 979.
Hi, Tony Mussolini. How you doing?
Who's Tony Mussolini?
Let me ask you something. Tony Mussolini. That's you. Since you're teaming up with Ghostler, might as well be your sidekick, Tony Mussolini.
With Ghost. I am not teaming up with him.
Well, anyways, I have a question. Did you just try to shove Sparkle down the toilet again? Is that what that loud sound noise is again?
I have never.
Okay, whatever. I have an announcement to make. First of all, shout out to Barry, amazing businessman, and he's going to make a lot of money for you, Tony. Just be patient. And I have a new special announcement to make.
No.
Barry is going to start selling Tony's special ragu chip sauce. He's basically dipping his balls in the toilet full of ragu chips and then packing them in. Barry will be selling these at his flower shop starting tomorrow.
No, he's not.
So
If I see
tomorrow.
If I see, you want to plug?
No,
get out of here.
We're trying to make some money, Tony. Do you hate money? You hate money.
Who is?
Come on, Tony. It's just Tony's toilet. Who else could it be?
Get out of it. I said don't call my show number. You want to keep calling and calling?
Oh, I'm going to keep calling. I'm going to keep calling. Come on, Tony. More ragu chips, please.
If you really were in my toilet, I'd rip you out of the ground and throw you out of the fucking window.
Don't worry. I'd throw you with shit anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Well, not like you hate it. You lick your own toilet pot.
Get out of here. Don't make fart noises, you son of a bitch. Are you serious? All right, get your face out of it. Get your face out of the crackers. Why? You're going in the bedroom. You're going in the bedroom. You're ruining the show. You son of a bitch. You swat me. You're going. Okay. You're going in the bedroom. You are going in the bedroom. You want to swat me? Don't swat me, son of a bitch. I feed you. Very fresh, Mr. Sarkos. 111. What do you hear? What do you say? Go ahead.
Hey, this is Isabel.
Oh, boy. Isabel, baby. Isabel, listen, sweetheart. I really wish you wouldn't scream. I want you to hit my sides, I want you to know that you can have a conversation with me without being scared.
Okay, but your singing earlier was, I don't know if I'll be able to control myself here. You had the voice of an angel.
Well, thank you, darling. I do appreciate you saying that to me. I do have a good voice. I do.
Best singer in Blog Talk.
Well, thank you.
Will you record another song?
Well, hello?
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 Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes?
I said I retired.
But you sang earlier.
Well, that was just an excerpt, It wasn't a full song.
Well, you should make another full song. Come out of retirement.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Make another song. You should come out of retirement.
I thought about it. I might do an album and release it on Blog Talk Radio. It's what I might do.
Well, I would love that.
What was that?
Hello?
Hello?
Is that you?
No, it wasn't me. Hello?
That was me. I'm sorry.
Your phone is terrible, sweetheart. You're going to have to call back. Sweetheart, you got to stop doing that. Do it. 410. What do you hear? What do you say?
Oh, shalom, baby. Hey, Tony, it's DC2 again, brother. I forgot what I called. I'm sorry, brother. I don't mean to take up anybody's time here. But I wanted to give some shout-outs, and I didn't think it was appropriate considering the subject matter at the time was very emotional, and there's lots of emotional turmoil and whatnot. So I wanted to call back and just give a shout-out to a few people, if that's okay with you, brother.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, no problem. It's no problem.
Thanks, my man. All right. I want to give a shout-out to Ashley. We all know Ashley is of the dark nature as far as, spirits and whatnot, but I got love for Ashley. Ashley and Gretchen, actually. I might be hooking up with Gretchen maybe in the near future. That's on the table. We'll get into that maybe another time. Self-Suck King, shout out to him. He's helping me with my flexibility. Obviously, DC3 is big enough that I can suck, but I'm not a very flexible man. So shout out to Self-Suck King. He is the #1 Self-Suck King in the Eastern Seaboard and the United States of America, brother. So shout out to him. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Mr. Sparkles and Honky Hijinks and I Just Farted. Shout out to Internet Friend. That's my brother. That's my brother, man. That's my brother from another mother. Shout out to him. And then last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my 100 crew. Y'all know who you are. My brother Jessica White. We don't see eye to eye on nearly anything, but that's my brother, and I'm his black. So shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Johnny Longfeather, Dr. William Kahn, one of the smartest brothers I know. Man makes money hand over fist. I'm almost done. Don't be disrespectful during my shout-outs, Tony, and I'll get to you in a moment, brother. I want to give a shout-out to J-Bo. That's my man. Me and J-Bo go back. We good friends. If I ever need anything, I know I can call him. Also, Grover Washington. Much love to Grover. My cousin Clarence. I'm going through everybody. Dr. Bogart Brand. Dr. Peter Paul. I mean, we all know he's my spiritual guidance. And also Dr. Kent Hopper and his flock, much love to them. And also, lastly but not least, I want to give a shout out to my brother, my man, the one they call. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, what am I reading? Wait, Tony.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Tony? It sounds like you sucking on the microphone, man. You eating the microphone?
No, I'm having a snack, Donnie.
A snack, nigga? You sound like you a tiger just eating prey on this mother. Tony. Can I finish my shout-outs without you eating everything in sight? You ain't ever going to lose weight eating like this, Tony. It's almost 11:30 on the East Coast, and you scarfing down food like you one of them 600-pound people, man. Come on, brother. I just had one more shout-out, and you made me lose my train of thought because you chomping like you eating a whole steak, nigga. Just let me finish, brother.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Good.
I would also like to give a shout-out. Tony, will you shut up, please? You sound like Doug, always interrupted. Shut up. Let me finish. I want to give Alfonso a shout-out. Tony, knock it off, Tony. I'm still talking, my man. I want to give Alfonso a shout-out. I want to give a shout-out to BBF. I don't know where the man is, but I pray that he's doing well. And last but not least, I want to give a shout-out to my brother, my hero, man behind the myth, Billy D. Williams. I love me some Billy D, and he is the sole proprietor and the man that really put Colt 45, my favorite malt liquor, on the map. So shout out to Billy D, a.k.a. Lando Calrissian, my nigga. Thank you for everything you do, bro. And I am done with my shout-outs. Tony, you can proceed eating yourself to death, nigga. I'm out.
I'm not eating myself. Okay.
You a fat motherfucker,
Donnie. He hung up. Okay. It's a snack. It's healthy anyway. They're like Cheez-Its, but they're plant-based. They're pretty good. I don't know why he gets mad when I eat on the air. I'm hungry. I went 90 minutes. And what do you hear? What say?
Hi, Tony. It's my cunt.
How you doing, Mike?
I don't hear anyone. Hi, Tony. It's my cunt.
How you doing, Mike? How are you?
Tony, are you there? This is my cunt. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mike. I can hear you.
Hey, there you are. Something was wrong with the phone. This is Mike Hunt, celebrity trainer. Hey, first of all, I have to say congratulations to you and Barry on your new relationship. I was listening to the show earlier, and he's head over. He sounded happy for him and just horny.
We are not in a relationship.
You're not attracted to him. Sounded
No,
like you
I'm
guys were. Okay. Hey, what you eating there? You said you had some plant-based crackers?
Yes, I'm eating plant-based crackers.
Man, it sounds like you're shoveling them in. Hey, slow down with the eating for a minute. I need to talk to you. I had to call in and say thank you. During this whole COVID pandemic, all the toilet paper was selling off the shelves, so I had a great idea. I actually came up with Tonytalk TP, and each square of toilet paper has your face on it, and I'm making a lot of money. You know, it sold out. When all the shelves were empty with toilet paper, all that Tonytalk toilet paper sold. I made over 50 grand, and then I printed some more, and I'm making even more money now. I'm selling it to the Johnny Longfeather Casino. And I even get more money because it's on the reservation, tax-free. So shout out to Johnny, thanks. And if anybody's interested in wiping their asshole
I got
contact
Mike,
wipes.
you're being a son of a bitch, and I have never, do not sell my merchandise. Mike, don't sell my merchandise. I said don't sell my merchandise. You and Barry are going to be fucking cellmates for copyright infringement, and none of you guys are cutting me into money, and you're selling things.
I'm going to tell you, I made a lot of money. I want to say you didn't respond to my email. I want to send you some of the profits. And like I said, now each square of toilet paper has a picture of your face on it. So just imagine all over the country, people are wiping their asshole with your face. What do you think about that, Uncle T?
Disrespectful son of a bitch.
Clarabelle asked.
I'm not Clarabelle. You ruined my snack. You ruined my snack, and I'm not happy about it. So, whatever. You want to ruin my snack, you want to be a son of a bitch. I've got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes are left. I'm going to give you good listeners and Stu nods some fun for 2 minutes, and I will see you next week. I can't. And nobody sell my stuff. Nobody sell my stuff. And so, a fucking jail.
I'm just parlaying up here, brother. I'm just drinking Colt 45, you know, just let
Talk my dick.
Oh?
Okay. Talk my dick. Talk my dick. Talk my dick.